Hello my loves, welcome back to my channel. Today we are doing another 15-minute guided dry fire session with my Henry Rifles 357-38 Special Big Boy Brass. This is one of my favorite rifles. I love shooting my Henrys and we're going into a Golden Boy summer. So part of my training for this summer is to start dry firing on my Henrys, get back into the swing of things, and then go to the range and see what needs improvement. So today we're just gonna be doing 15 minutes of dry fire on our Henry rifles. If you have one, or if you have a lever action you wanna train with, grab it, follow along with me. If you haven't seen my previous 15-minute dry fire video and you wanna see kind of how we do things around here, go ahead and watch it. I will be using dummy rounds. And on the last how to load your lever action like a pro video that I did, I showed you guys that I use metal dummy rounds instead of plastic tip dummy rounds. And that is just because they are less likely to not get stuck in our loading gate when we are loading. So we're gonna be doing a lot of reloading today, handling, and just warming back up on our Henrys. If you like this video, please like it down below. Subscribe to my channel. More Henry content is coming this summer. And I'm just happy to be here. If there's anything that you guys wanna see that I'm not already doing, please comment down below what you want, and I'm happy to make that content for you. Thank you guys for being here. Thank you for watching. Let's get into this 15-minute dry fire session. The first thing that we're gonna do though is we're gonna warm up. So I have a 2-minute timer set on my iPad, and in that 2 minutes, we're just gonna get used to handling, do some up-down drills, working that lever. Of course, I'll be showing you guys how I shoot my lever action in that process. So for some instruction, making sure that you're not cranking your neck over to get onto your stock, your cheek well. So just making sure that's positioned well in your shoulder. I was working with a friend of mine, and something that we were talking about was low ready. You get your sight picture, you bring it straight down. You don't get your sight picture and then reset your whole rifle so that you have to kind of get back on. Get your sight picture, bring the rifle straight down, leave your cheek exactly where it's at, don't fully reset. And then when you're ready to go, bring it up. And positioning of our hand on our stock. I am a rifle shooter, and I've always shot my rifle gripping around the handguard on my stock. The way that I was taught how to shoot lever actions is you keep your thumb on the dominant side so that you can work that lever, and there's not an extra step of you having to unwrap. That step is taken out and you just go for it. And sorry it's loud. I'm already feeling this in my delts. And I'm already out of breath. Okay, so with that noted, I'm gonna reset my timer. We're gonna do 2 minutes of just up, down, and working the lever. And make sure that you have a target that you're looking through your sights at, because otherwise this would be for nothing. The first drill that I'm gonna do is an up, down drill. So I'm gonna get my side picture, come straight down. I'm gonna come up, dry fire trigger press. I'm going to reload, and then I'm gonna come back down. And I'm gonna do that dry reload while I'm still lined up on my sights and on my target. So it would look like this. Come up, bing, and then back down. And up, back down. 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 Good. And what that's doing is it's teaching us, after that first shot is off, we're going for that new round. Of course, that can change depending on what you're doing, but for this warm up, that's what we're doing. Second thing that we can do is we can do a low ready, or a high ready. Up, and down. Up, and down. Up, 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 up. A lot of the main focuses for me when it comes to my working of the lever action is working the lever and reloading. So a lot of my emphasis and the training that we do is gonna be on that. Driving from target to target and working the lever. As soon as that shot's off, we need to reload it and get a new round into the chambers. So really being focused on getting on that reload and the timing of it. So we're gonna start with just kind of building off of our warm up, getting a good sight picture, okay? And coming up, going boom. I'm gonna call it a reload. We're reloading the chamber, right? So if that's okay, I'm gonna call it a reload. So we start on our first target, bink, reload on our way to the second, and then done. So there's 2 targets that I'm looking at. One is a small candle, and the other one is a box of Q-tips. but half of it is showing to me. So the transition sweep is not much. I could choose something else to transition between, but we're just gonna do a quick transition, working that lever. We're gonna do that for 4 minutes. We'll start left target, transition over to our right, and then we'll go from right target, transition over to our left. You can choose to do the first 2 minutes of left target to right, and then the second 2 minutes right target to left, or you can do what I'm probably gonna do, which is left to right, and then reset, right to left, and just kind of bounce back and forth for the next 4 minutes. So we're gonna reset our timer, and that's what we're gonna do. Target to target transitions, working our lever, the trigger press and side alignment, and positioning of our thumb. Let's go. I am going to work it from a low ready, and I may decide to change that halfway through. Okay, that's the first 4 minutes. We're almost halfway through. So the second thing that we're going to do is focus on our reloads. There's going to be a lot of resetting and grabbing of objects on the floor during this drill. You guys, of course, can modify how many rounds you're putting in your tube. If you only want to do 2, if you want to do 4, if you want to do 6, you can do whatever you want. We're going to have to start with 1 in the tube. I'll put 2 in the tube. First thing that we're going to do, we need to have 1 target, so pick whichever target you want. And this is what the drill is going to look like. We're going to start at a low ready. We're going to come up. We're going to go bink. Okay, then we're going to bring it in. Unshoulder it if you want to. I'm going to. We're going to come in here. Half feed, hold. Half feed, hold. Half feed, hold. We'll do 4. And all the way through. And do you see that? That needs to be there. This is me. You guys can do whatever you want. A lot of the time prefer to leave a spent casing. We're dry firing, so this is all in theory. But in theory, what has happened is, with the beginning of my drill, is I have a round, I go bink, then I go for my reload, then I get rid of that casing, and I get back on. For me, that ensures that there's not a live round in the chamber. If my finger were to go on the trigger at any point during the reloading process, I'm not gonna have an ND. So it's really your comfort level. Could I be comfortable with having one in the chamber and going for it? Sure. So it's really just choice, shooter's choice. I'm gonna have to work the lever and get a new round in the chamber anyways. So what's the cost of, doing it at the end of the drill and not the beginning? So it's up to you. We need some dang on Willie Nelson and Waylon Jennings playing while we're doing this, just for fun, but I can't play music while we do this. Maybe I'll cue it in here. So we're going, ding. There we go. Really getting used to this new caddy too. Push through. That felt like the best. Round the curve come a passenger train, and somebody yodeling a hobo mo. Bing. Let me make sure. There we go. You have 2 options, or you have a few options actually. So your first option is you can do a blending of the first drill and the second drill that we did with a modification on the reload of it. So you can start at a low ready, okay? You can come up, go bing, right? Reload, go bing, okay, so double, you're doing 2. And then transition over to your right target, go 1 and 2, and then go for your reload and maybe load 2 to 4. And then do it in reverse, right? So you go bing, 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 bing. So you're kind of giving room for the transition and the working of the lever, and then you're giving room for reloads, and then you're giving the room back for transition and the working of the lever. You can do that. Or you can do low, ready, start up, go 1, first target, then reload 2, and then go boom, second target, and then reset and come up, go boom, load 2, come back up, 1, 2. What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna do the start on the left target, go bink, load 2, bink, reset, bink, load 2, bink, reset. So it'll look like this. Bink, and then up. Come on, Jade. Let's go, sister. You can do it. And then bink. I'm not even gonna lie to you. This session is whooping my ass right now. So we're just gonna try to get through it. I love it. I love working my lever action, but I had so much work to do. Okay, I'm out. We're gonna end it there. So for me, my biggest takeaways are I need to work on my reloads, the positioning of the stock in my shoulders, specifically with the Golden Boy, because it has that cutout, it needs to be seated properly. Another thing is working the lever. That's something that kind of always gets me after some fatigue is I'm working it not well. So making sure that I work through that fatigue, and over time, like, you know how my finger is getting a little bit swollen, that's just because I haven't worked my lever action well in the last few months. So it takes time to develop those hardnesses in your hands. Like for my shooting my pistol, like I have some scar tissue in places where there's constant contact with the pistol. And so over time, the thing, like with my thumbs, like my thumbs have gotten to a point where when I work with students, it's their first time working their slide release slide stop. They're like, wow, this is really hurting my thumb, my finger pad. I'm like, yeah, that'll go away the more that you do it, you know? And so at the end of the day, we do have to break in our rifles, and we do have to break in our body too, to making sure that we can run them well. Are you willing to do that to handle your firearm effectively? That's up to you. For me, I'm willing, like more than willing. So I just need to develop the strength and the calluses in the areas where I'm gonna be working that lever action. I don't see that as a problem. So there's that. I hope you guys enjoyed. I hope this helped you with some ideas of how you can train on your lever action. This has inspired me to be dry firing it more. So I'm probably gonna do a few more training sessions of dry fire before I hit the range. And that way I have a really clear idea of, okay, what do I need to work on while I'm at the range? So that's it. Thank you guys for watching. God bless you. Check out Henry Rifles. Check out the Big Boy Brass. That's my favorite Henry rifle. I need some work in it. It's okay. If you guys have any questions, shoot them down below. Thank you guys for watching. Please like and subscribe. Love you.